you say that my behavior's unacceptable, so condescending and necessarily critical. I have a tendency of getting very physical, so watch your step, cause if I do, you'll need a miracle. You train me, try, make me wonder why I'm even here. The double vision I was seeing is finally clear. You want to stay, but you know very well I want you gone. Not fit to fucking tread the ground that I'm walking on. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in her dreams. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What you were doing was screwing things up inside my head. You should know better, you never listen to what I said. Touching your pillow and writhing in the naked sweat, hoping somebody someday will do you like I did. When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. Does it kill? Does it burn? Is it painful to learn that it's me who has all the control? Does it thrill? Does it sting when you feel what I bring and you wish that you had me to hold? When it gets cold outside and you've got nobody to love, you'll understand what I mean when I say there's nowhere we're gonna give up. Like a leader who cries in the face of a monster that lives in a dream. Yeah. Is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe. And is there anyone out there? Cause it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Welcome to another American River College Athletics broadcast. Coming to you live from beautiful campus of American River College in Sacramento, California. Today's game is sponsored by United Rentals, Ace Body and Towing, the Lincoln Potters Baseball Club, Grateful Bread, Super Taco, and Taylor Builders. To get you ready for today's matchup, let's send it up to the booth.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Beaver Field on the campus of American River College in lovely Sacramento, California. It is time for American River College baseball. American River College hosting the West Valley Vikings from Saratoga in the second of a two-game series. The Beavers won game one yesterday down in Saratoga. That score was 12-8. Mark the Phantom Low here with you, along with Riley the engineer, Matt Pearson on the PA, and I just found out that Jessica is our scorekeeper today, and she is doing a fantastic job already, even though the game has not yet started. The Beavers will send Ethan Palumbo out to the mound, the right-hander out of Antelope High School. He will face this lineup of West Valley Vikings coming up: Rivera, Laxa, and Estrada. Spear, Sealkin, and Altmark 4, 5, and 6. Then Jones, Bonfigli, and Colston. Colston with 3 hits yesterday, and David Estrada, the number 3 hitter, was 3 for 5 with a home run in that game, which the Beavers put away late. The score was 1-0 going into the top of the 6th inning in favor of the Vikings, and a lot of scoring after that. Beavers putting it away with a big 6-run 7th and a 5-run 9th, and they got the win in that game yesterday to go to 1-0 on the season. Palumbo is taking the tosses out of the mound. He'll throw to Grant Fletcher behind the plate. Looking at the defensive alignment for your Beavers, Nick Golden's in left, Dylan Westbrook in center, Jonas Diaz out in right. It's Luke Haney at third, Bryce Sabatke at shortstop, Jaden Reynolds at second base, Lance Sabatke at first base, and as we said, Palumbo on the mound, and Fletcher behind the plate. Doug Jumele, the coach. Coach Jay out here for his, I think he said 22nd year, but I may have hallucinated that. We've been out here for 4 years, and he has been nothing but the best friend to our broadcast, helping us out whenever we need it, so we are very thankful about that. And he's sending out a team that he's very excited about, already with a win under their belt this year, as Fletcher throws it down to second base, and Palumbo, the right-hander from Antelope, prepares to deliver the first pitch to Carmelo Rivera, and we'll start the 2025 home season for the American River College Beavers. Rivera from Valley Christian High School in San Jose, 1 for 4. Yesterday's game had 2 runs batted in. He is playing out in center field for the Vikings. Bobby Hill, the head coach for West Valley. First pitch is a swing and a miss, and we are underway. Good crowd out here on a Saturday afternoon. It is Saturday, I believe. A little nippy. It's about 56, 57 degrees. Perfect baseball weather, Riley the engineer tells me. That's popped up left side. Shading his eyes is Haney going over toward the dugout. And it comes back, and what a play coming over by Bryce Sabatke to make the catch. Well, it didn't look, that's not the way it started out, but it ended up pretty well for the Beavers, as Haney shading his eyes. Sabatke obviously with a better view of that, a better angle with the sun being a problem. And Bryce comes over and makes the catch for the first out. So that's one away. Kai Laxa is the next hitter, 1 for 4 in yesterday's contest. Kai, the shortstop for Bobby Hill and the West Valley Vikings.
Strike. That was only 0.
Swings and misses at that fastball. And he is 0-2. Juniper Osero High School in San Francisco for Kai Laxa. He takes that fastball outside. Big breaking ball is too high, so that evens it up. Palumbo at 6'2", a freshman out of Antelope. Getting the start here in game number 2, the home opener. There's a chopper back to the mound. Palumbo has it. Underhands over to first base to Lance Sabatke, and we've got 2 outs quickly here in the top of the first inning for the Beavers. And here's David Estrada, the left fielder. Estrada 3 for 5 yesterday and an RBI on a home run. We're in number 7 and playing out in left field. From Archbishop Mindy High School in San Jose. Comes up here with 2 outs and nobody on in the top of the first inning. First pitch looked good, and it was. A little off speed from Ethan Palumbo, and he is ahead in the count 0-1. Colin Spear is on deck. There's a fastball, just misses outside, so it evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Joey Garrienti started out yesterday for the Beavers. Sorry, I'm in summer mode already. Pitched into the 6th inning, gave up 4 runs on 8 hits, but according to my sources, really strong through the first 5, tired a bit in the 6th. So a good start for Joey, the returning sophomore. High fastball evens the count up at 2-2 on David Estrada. Is very impressed by the crowd out here checking these things out. Tacking out the first game of the season. That's hit sharply on the ground to shortstop. Sabatke to Sabatke, and that's the third out in the first inning. Good inning for Ethan Palumbo. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first. West Valley nothing. The Beavers coming to bat.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family. Local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Welcome back to Beaver Field. Bottom of the first inning, scoreless game so far. Adrian Valdez, the pitcher for the West Valley Vikings. 6'2" sophomore out of Newark Memorial High School down in Newark, California. He will face a lineup of American River College Beavers who are 1-0 on the season already. Bryce Sabatke at shortstop, then Luke Haney at third today. Jaden Reynolds, the returning All-League player at second base. Dylan Westbrook in center field batting fourth. Jackson Nichols with a home run yesterday. He's hitting fifth. Then Lance Sabatke, Jonas Diaz, Nick Golden, and Grant Fletcher round out the starting lineup. Batting lineup for Coach Jay and the American River College Beavers taking on Adrian Valdez. Baki was 1 for 5 yesterday. He had the assist on the final out in the top of the first inning as we get Valdez finishing up his warm-up tosses, looking defensively at the West Valley Vikings. Estrada in left field, Rivera in center, Altmark is out in right field, Sealkin at third, Laxa at short, Kenji Colston at second base, Colin Spear over at first. Andrew Bonfigley is behind the plate, and Adrian Valdez is on the mound. And here is Bryce Sabatke out of River City High School. 1 for 5 yesterday, leading it off. Beavers wearing the white pants and red shirts, red tops, red jerseys, I guess the appropriate term. The Vikings wearing an un-Viking-like swing and a miss on a good-looking fastball. Kind of an orange with the blue on it looks like a jumpsuit, according to Jessica. That's what I know. And I think she was spot on that one. But it's not Viking-like, you know. That fastball looked pretty good. Called the ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Sabatke, Haney, and Reynolds for the Beavers here in the bottom of the first. On a day with not too much wind, a little bit of breeze out in center field, blowing straight back. That's a chopper foul at the plate on the fastball from Valdez. We have very cleverly turned our TrackMan around to not gauge the speed of the pitches, but actually gauge how fast we're talking and stuff in here. And then, so Riley is going to act like he's pitching and see what he's clocked at. And it was below the speed limit. Let's put it that way, Riley. That's hit over toward the dugout. Just barely misses. I hope it barely missed Luke Haney over there and Reynolds as well. Jade Reynolds was up here before the game talking to us and hopefully did not jinx him. Looking forward to a great season from the second baseman. Takes a breaking ball, misses. Jaden out of Bella Vista, the Broncos. So it's 2-2 now. That's popped up, should get out of play. I'm ready for it. No, not even close. Not even close. So we'll go back and do it again, 2-2, opening up the bottom of the first inning here. Just getting started at Beaver Field. First home game of the season. The second one comes up Thursday when the Beavers host Shasta. That one is and it hits him on the elbow, and he is going to be called out because the ball was in the strike zone, I believe is going to be the call. And Zabaki kind of turns around and goes, what? The ball hit him on the elbow, and I think the umpire is saying he put the elbow out over the inside of the plate, and so it would be a strike. Coach Jay says, look, we just had the meeting at the plate like 20 minutes ago. Come on. What do we got? And he is going to be called out. So it's a strikeout for Zabaki. That'll bring up Luke Haney out of Oak Ridge High School. Luke Haney. A freshman. Haney takes a ball. 1 ball and no strikes on Haney with Jaden Reynolds to follow after a not a typical looking strikeout to open the bottom of the first. 1-0 on Luke. 0 for 1 yesterday. Chopped that one right off him. He did not do that on purpose, but it still is a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Adrian Valdez on the mound for the West Valley Vikings. A great season for them last year. Finished 3rd in the state. So a fantastic campaign. It usually means when you finish that high, you're going to lose a lot of players to 4 years, and you got to restock, and that's what Coach Hill has done. That one is misses. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. That one misses as well, so it'll go 3-1 on Luke Haney with Jaden Reynolds to follow. Beavers, as we said, blanked through the first 5 innings in yesterday's game down in Saratoga, came alive in the later innings. Swing and a miss. That's going to bring the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. I know I'm right because someone just yelled full count. That's fouled out of play. So we'll stay at 3-2. I'm going to work with Jessica, see if she can make the numbers a little more prominent out there on the scoreboard. It's a little hard to read this time of the day is what I'm saying. And I think, Jessica, I think that's your job to try to figure out how to make them. Maybe put like a little borders around them or something like that. Chopper fouled down the third base line. We stay at 3-2, and Haney, again, might have got a piece of the old foot on that one. So he's having a tough at bat from the physical side of things. Fouled off again by Luke Haney. Stays at 3-2. Want to say hello to our, the father of the network, the great Stones McCoy, who was actually here on site, if you can believe that, for a while, but now he's home putting up siding. So hopefully he's listening to the game and watching. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and Haney's down on strikes. 2 strikeouts for Valdez to start things, and now he'll face Jaden Reynolds, the second baseman, out of Bella Vista. 2 for 4 yesterday for Jaden with a pair of runs batted in. So a good start to the season for the second baseman, who had a tremendous season last year for Coach Jay and the Beavers, who finished last year at 10-29 on the campaign. They are already 1-0 this season. So back to Stones. He's hopefully watching as he puts up siding. He's been putting up siding for the last 5 days, which there's only 4 sides to the building. So I don't know how you do that. I know he doesn't get much help from the family. I know that. At least that's what he tells me. But, Riley's got to be here, so he can't. He's got a job. Reynolds takes that one, and it's called strike. No balls and 2 strikes on Jaden. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. An uneventful first inning on both sides so far. As we kick off the season. Reaches out and pops that one up left side. It should get out of play on the left field line. And it does end up somewhere in the labyrinth, which is usually the bullpen down there. Pretty straightforward bullpen down the right field line for the visitors. And for the home team, it's just like hidden behind a bunch of bleachers and stuff. Yeah, but it's not that big a deal. Dylan Westbrook will follow if Jaden can reach base here against Valdez. Swings and misses. Off-speed pitch, and that's 3 strikeouts for Valdez. 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of the second. West Valley nothing, the Beavers nothing.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Top of the second inning from Beaver Field. Mark the Panelo here with you, along with Riley the engineer, Jessica on the scoreboard, and Matt Pearson doing the PA duties. Colin Spear will lead us off, then Xander Seelken and Eric Aldmart, the first 3 for the West Valley Vikings. Spear, the first baseman out of San Francisco, California, 1 for 4 in yesterday's affair, in which the Vikings fell 12-8. Ethan Palumbo on the hill with 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first. Valdez matched it 1, 2, 3 on strikeouts in the bottom of the first, and that's how we find ourselves here in the second inning. That pitch outside, 2-0 on Colin Spear. "6'2" sophomore out of the Bay Area. Check swing, and it's too high. The catcher Fletcher tries to appeal to first, but the appeal goes on deaf ears because he didn't swing. That's basically why. Palumbo loses him high and inside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to Colin Spear. First base runner of the ball game is at first base with nobody out here in the top of the second, and Xander Seelken will be the hitter. 1 for 4 yesterday with the run batted in for Xander. He hails from Hawaii, Iwa Beach, Hawaii. And he takes that pitch, which is a little bit too low. And it's 1-0, so 5 straight balls for Palumbo coming out here in the top of the second inning. Throw back to first base. Bounces away from Sabatke, but he runs it down. Eric Altmart, the right fielder, in the on-deck circle for the Vikings. Comes in high with that one, so 6 straight balls to start off the second inning. And we'll see if Seelken looks down at his third base coach. Good lead at first base. That pitch just a little bit too high, 3-0. And Palumbo says, really? 3 balls and no strikes. That looked good, and it was 3-1. That was high, but not quite as high, and that constitutes a strike. So Palumbo cracks the code, 3 balls, 1 strike. Good lead at first again by Spear. They're going to throw over there. And Colin is back under the tag from Lance Sabatke. Outfield straight away. Medium deep, I would say. The wind blowing a little bit in. There's a throwback again, and that one was close. Almost had him. And of course, since he was safe, that means that we have to start yelling at the umpire. But it's good advice saying, come on, Blue, open your eyes, which is very constructive. I like when it's constructive. Check swing, and it's in there for a strike. Goes the count. See if Spear is going with nobody out here in the top of the second on the full count. Again, very good crowd out here checking this one out. He is not going. The pitch is lined into right center field, and that's going to be a base hit. It's going to be cut off, but going to third is Spear. The throw comes into second. There's nobody on second base, and so it'll come all the way through, and it's scooped up by Luke Haney. But it's a solid double by Xander Sealkin. First hit of the ball game has put runners at second and third, and nobody out for the West Valley Vikings. And Eric Altmart, the right fielder, will come to the plate. Freshman out of Mountainside High in Beaverton, Oregon is Eric Altmart, batting in the number 6 spot, and he's got a couple of guys in scoring position with Spear at third and Sealkin at second base. Jonas Diaz cut that one off in right field. It kind of died out there. That first pitch is in there for a call strike. Got it back to second base, but nobody there. Still just the second game of the season, so still some things to be worked out. Communication difficulties. 0-1 coming up. Check swing, that's inside and low for a ball, 1-1. Altmart, left-hand inning right fielder. Trayvon Jones, the designated hitter in today's game, is on deck. That one's inside off speed pitch. Nice ball played by Grant Fletcher behind the plate to keep that from going to the backstop and keep Spear down at third base. But the count now 2-1 on Eric Altmart. That's a good-looking pitch in there for call strike 2. 2-2 on Altmart. Nobody out here in the top of the second inning. Beavers playing infield regular depth, not bringing the infield in the second inning. Breaking ball's popped up, but it's going to get out of play. So Altmart lives to swing another day. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's a little bit outside and low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count pitch. Hit sharply out towards second base. Reynolds is going to play it to first. He got him at first. An RBI ground out for Altmart. The first run of the game comes across for the Vikings. Sealkin moves over to third base. And with 1 out, that'll bring up Trayvon Jones. The designated hitter, who was 2 for 4 and scored twice yesterday. West Valley, after today, they'll be off until Tuesday when they visit Santa Rosa, and they're back home Wednesday against Merced. Beavers, as we said, on Thursday will be hosting Shasta, the Knights of Shasta College, out of Reading. First pitch was high and inside. That misses outside. Jones, a freshman from Liberty High down in Brentwood. Scored twice yesterday, has a chance to drive one in today. Vikings have scored once here in the top of the second and lead 1-0. Jones swings and misses. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Make that 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. That'll even it up. 2-2. So Palumbo found a good place right there against Jones. Same spot, 2 swings, no contact. Sealkin still down at third base. High and inside. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Thanks, ump. Knew it. I was kind of like in between, didn't really know, so he showed it. Flashed it up there for me. Breaking ball, call strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Palumbo for the second out. A big one to keep Seelkin down at third base, but now it's Andrew Bonfigli, the catcher. Andrew out of Sonoma, California. Right-handed hitter. Did not play in yesterday's game. Fouls that one off the catcher's mask, and none the worse for wear is Grant Fletcher. It'll be no balls and 1 strike with Seelkin still down at third. Colin Spear opened inning with the walk, then Seelkin delivered the double to right center to put second and third, an RBI ground out for Eric Altmar. And then the strikeout of Trayvon Jones. 0-1 coming up to Bonfigli. He lines that one into left field, the base hit. RBI single for the catcher. And Vikings have plated 2 here in the top of the second. They lead it 2-0. Number 9 hitter is Kenji Colston. He comes up to the plate, the second baseman. He's a local product, Jesuit High School in Sacramento. Out on Jacob Lane. He's 3 for 4 yesterday. He did drive 1 in as well. He's up here in the 9 spot. Takes the breaking ball. It misses. 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. Bonfigli leading at first base. Not a big leap, but the throw goes back, and he is underneath it. Clutch RBI single by the catcher. When it looked like Palumbo might be getting out of the inning with just a single run allowed. Colston watches that one miss the outside corner. Carmelo Rivera, the leadoff man, is on deck. As Colston up 2-0 here in the count. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Palumbo. Getting a lot of swings and misses in this first inning and 2/3. 2-1 on Colston. That one's chopped out toward first base. Going to be a tough play, but they're going to take it and tag the runner himself. So 2 runs on 2 hits. They left 1. We go to the bottom of the second inning. West Valley on top, 2-0.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towne. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Two for the Vikings in the top of the second. Brings us to the bottom of the inning. The Vikings on top 2-0. It's Dylan Westbrook. It's Jackson Nichols. It's Lance Sabatke against the right-hander Adrian Valdez, who got 3 strikeouts in the first inning, which is pretty good if you're a pitcher. So, especially if you don't allow any base runners between the 3 strikeouts, and that's what Valdez did. So here is Dylan Westbrook. Dylan out of Oak Ridge High School, left-handed hitter, up here against the right-hander Valdez. Takes the fastball, and it's in there for a strike. That one misses inside to Westbrook, the 6'1" freshman out of Oak Ridge. Leading off here at the bottom of the second. A little bit breeze blowing out now, according to our flag out in center field. Going from right to left. Westbrook takes that one right down the middle. 1-2 on Dillon. Jackson Nichols and then Lance Sabaki, the two Beavers who had home runs in yesterday's contest, and the next two hitters. That's sliced foul out of play to our left over the, I'm not going to say capacity crowd, but very good. And we see our first K9. Got to see the K9. See down there, Riley, over there. Yeah. Kind of a poodle-ish looking. That's inside. That's going to hit Westbrook, and he's going to wait and make sure it was not a strike before he goes down to first base. He had to be there. Hit by a pitch. First base runner for the Beavers is Dylan Westbrook, and it brings up Jackson Nichols. Jackson out of Valley Christian High School, had a home run and 2 hits yesterday, drove in one. He also closed out the game on the mound for Coach Jay, pitching the last inning in the third. That's a good start to the K9 count. So we got to keep the count. That's 1, Riley. Uh-oh. Riley says there's more. Okay. Nichols with a check swing and is in there for a strike. Oh, yeah. Good call, Riley. Good call. That's 2. Okay. Another one? Jeez. Bring in the... Nichols watches that one. It's in there for a strike. Again, 0-2. See, that dog's not watching the game, though. This guy over here is watching the game a little bit. Oh, yeah, down the right field line. You're right. Yeah. That's a great place to bring your dog. 0-2 to Nichols. Swings and misses. 4 strikeout for Valdez. 1 out here in the second inning, and Lance Sabaki will be the hitter. Out of River City High School, with the 3 hits in yesterday's game, he drove in 2, had a home run. Comes up with Westbrook at first, 1 out. And Valdez working on 4 strikeouts in the first inning and the third. That one's going to get away from the catcher. Going to go down to second base is Westbrook, and got a late start, but he makes it in there on the wild pitch. So he puts himself in scoring position. First time the Beavers have had a runner that far in this one, early in the contest. That fastball is in there for a strike, 1-2. Valdez has a little bit on it. I would say probably high 80s. Again, the TrackMan's pointed the wrong way, so we can't figure it out. But again, we can see how fast Riley fixes his hair and stuff, so it's very important. That's hit sharply, but right at the second baseman, Colston. Throws to first, gets it by a couple of steps. 2 outs. Moving to third is Dylan Westbrook. And Jonas Diaz will be the hitter. 1 for 5 with an RBI yesterday. He had an extra base hit, a double. Jonas out of Folsom, a sophomore. Comes up here, chance to plate the first run for the Beavers in the home season of 2025. Now that all I see is dogs now. They're just all over the place, Riley. Once we mentioned it, they just come out of the woodwork. Diaz takes it. Nice block behind the plate by Bonfigli. Might have saved a run right there. 1 ball and no strikes on Jonas Diaz with Nick Golden on deck, the left fielder. Fastball is in there for a strike. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Swing and miss. Vikings got a good pitching performance yesterday. The first 5 innings, Nico Wagner, the sophomore right-hander out of Lake Tahoe, shut down the Beavers. Check swing a little bit too high, and it is 2-2. Beavers jumped on the bullpen to score their 12 runs, but Wagner was good through 5, and Valdez so far throwing the ball well through an inning and 2/3. Diaz swings and misses, and Valdez has his 5th strikeout. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to the 3rd. West Valley up by 2.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Top of the 3rd inning coming up. Ethan Palumbo back out on the mound for the Beavers. He'll face the top of the order for the Vikings, Carmelo Rivera, Kyle Laxa, and David Estrada. Palumbo with 2 runs allowed, 2 hits allowed. He has 1 walk and 1 strikeout in the first 2 innings. Right-hander out of Antelope High School, making the start for the Beavers here in game number 2. They won game 1 yesterday down in Saratoga, beating this same West Valley team 12-8. Coming from behind to do so, will have to do the same thing today as they trail at 2-0 as Rivera settles in. He popped out on a foul pop out to shortstop his first time up on a great play by Bryce Sabatke, and an off-speed pitch settles in for a strike. 0-1 on Rivera. Swings and misses at that one. Quickly 0-2 on the Valley Christian sophomore. Jessica just settles back in. Oh, she went to get the oranges. I thought she was going to get... Matt Pearson announced that there was tri-tip sandwiches available at the rugby match, but it's pretty far out there. But I thought Jessica might be making the trek, but no. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's a little chopper out in front. That's going to be a tough play. Picked up by Fletcher down to first base. Nice play, Grant Fletcher. 1 out for the Beavers. And Kyle Laxa will be the hitter. He grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. That's the 3rd little chopper that the Vikings have hit in front of the plate there. Beavers have handled all of them so far, and 1 out. And here's Laxa, who was 1 for 4 yesterday and scored a run. Off-speed pitch settles outside. 1-0. That one also misses. 2 balls and no strikes. As crowd continues to file in here, checking it out. A lot of kids, a lot of dogs. It's a good day. Good day out here. That's high. Nice looking pitch right there. Umpire was listening. Strike 2. That's high up in the air. Well hit to left field. Going back is Golden, still going back. He runs out of room. That one is out here from Kyle Laxa. The first home run of the season is a no-doubter from the West Valley shortstop. High and deep to left field. And it's 3-0 in favor of the Vikings. From the crowd's reaction, Alexa has a lot of followers here today because they were up and at him at the crack of the bat on that one, and it was an impressive crack of the bat at that. And it'll bring up David Estrada, who grounded out to shortstop his first time up. So Alexa the first time hit it about, 30 feet, and that time he probably hit it about 400 feet. That fastball is in there for a strike. One ball, one strike. Breaking ball misses outside, 2-1 to the chagrin of the crowd here, which not all Kylaxa fans. There are some Beaver fans there trying to get some strike calls, and I salute that. That lined into right field. That'll get down in front of Diaz for a base hit. Breaking ball that Estrada reached out and poked into right field. His fourth hit of the two games so far. He is 4 for 7. Fourth hit for the Vikings, and that'll bring up Colin Spear, who was walked in the first time up back in the second inning and scored a run. We're going to have a meeting at the mound here for the Beavers. And we'll take just a short break here in the top of the third inning. Our score, Vikings 3, Beavers 0.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Short meeting at the mound for the Beavers, and it will be runner at first. That is Estrada, 1 run in, and Colin Spear, the hitter. The first baseman was 1 for 4 yesterday, walked and scored a run back in the second. In this one, the sophomore from San Francisco settles in, swings and misses at that low fastball. 0-1 on Spear. He's followed by Xander Seelken, who doubled his first time up. Laxa with the mammoth home run to left field with the first run of this third inning, giving the Vikings a 3-0 lead here. That one's lifted high in the air out to center field. Westbrook is fighting the sun out there. He circles it and makes the catch. That one kind of carried a long way there with a little breeze behind it, but Spear is out on a fly ball to center field for the second out here in the third inning, and Xander Seelken will be the hitter. He's over at third base for the Vikings. 1 for 4 yesterday, 1 for 1. He scored a run today, a double back in the second inning, scored on the single from Bonfigley with 2 outs. Right-hand hitting third baseman settles in against Palumbo. His first pitch is in there for a strike. Seelken from Iwa Beach, Hawaii, which is pretty good. That's, sounds very impressive. He is behind in the count 0-1. A little overcast out here, which is good because now I can see Jessica's numbers out on the scoreboard because the overcast, they stand out beautifully. Fantastic work out there. Yeah, 0-2, 2 outs. Perfect. Throw over to first base, not in time. Yeah, that really does bring out the numbers when we get the overcast there. Yeah, that's a good fashion choice right there. Of course, she's into the whole horticulture, vibrations, Zen thing. So, I was having a fascinating conversation before the game. I didn't understand a single word she said, but it all seemed like it made sense, which is important. Hit sharply out towards second base. Reynolds waits, and he's going to shift it over to shortstop for the force out. 1 run on, 2 hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's the Vikings on top, 3-0.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, yes, not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of inning number 3 from Beaver Field. It's 3-0 in favor of the West Valley Vikings. Their pitcher, Adrian Valdez, has gone through 2 innings, given up no hits. He struck out 5. He has hit a batter and allowed that one base runner to Dylan Westbrook back in the second inning. Westbrook made it as far as third base, but was stranded there when Diaz struck out. Nick Golden, Grant Fletcher, and then the top hitter, Bryce Sabatke, against Valdez here in the bottom of the third inning. Golden 0 for 3 in yesterday's activity out of El Camino High School. Sophomore steps in against Valdez. Outfield straight away, and pretty shallow, really. A little deeper in center. Medium deep, I guess we'll say. First pitch is a swing and a miss. And 0-1 on Golden with Fletcher to follow. That's it sharply to the left of second. Colston there in plenty of time. Over to first for the out, over to Colin Spear. Second assist for Kenji Colston in this one. One out in the third, and the number 9 hitter is Grant Fletcher, the catcher out of Yuba City. The Honkers, Yuba City Honkers. Yeah, I said it. I'll stand by it. Riley does not care for that name. I think it's a good one. They could have just called it like any other team and just called it the Falcons. That's what you do when you get there. We don't have a mascot. What should we be? How about the Falcons? Okay. Or maybe Vikings. Vikings is a good one, though. I like Vikings. Popped up out of play. I think out of play. No. First baseman Spear thinks he's got a play on it, and he knows better than me and cannot make the play. Let's see. So it dropped, and it'll give another chance to Grant Fletcher. They did it conveniently right behind the dugout down the first baseline. Tough play for Colin Spear, going over to his left and going back on it with the sun, what there is of it, directly in his line of sight. So another chance for Fletcher. 1 ball and 1 strike on Grant. Takes that one. It is in there for a call strike, 1-2. One and 2 on Fletcher. Lined into left field. That may get down. It does for a base hit in front of Estrada. First hit of the game is Grant Fletcher, the catcher who did not play in yesterday's game. He is 1 for 1. And he is over at first base with Bryce Sabatke. Bryce struck out his first time up back in the bottom of the first inning. So 0 for 1, 1 for 5 yesterday. A solid single for Fletcher, benefiting from the Spear's inability to make the play on his foul pop-up down the first base line. Got another chance and made good for it. Outside. Slider, 1 ball and no strikes on the shortstop from River City High School. Luke Haney to follow. That's hit well down the left field line. Coming over is Estrada. He's not going to get it. That's a fair ball. Here comes around third Fletcher. He's going to be waved in. Cutoff throw to the plate on a couple of hops, and he is going to be safe. The ball missed at home plate. And going all the way to third base is Bryce Sabatke. Sabatke gets credit for the double. The RBI, the throw to the plate took about 4 hops or so, and Monfigli blocked it, couldn't control it. Sliding in safe was Fletcher. The Beavers are on the board with their second straight hit and their first run. It's now a 3-1 ball game, and at third base is Sabatke for Luke Haney. Looks like the Vikings are going to bring the infield in here, at least the left side, with Sealkin and Laxa. No, now they move back. The middle infielders. Sealkin will stay even with the bag at third in the same way for Spear over at first base. But the middle infielders move back. First pitch is a fastball, sails high and outside to Haney, who struck out his first time up. So the Beavers with 2 straight hits, got a little bit of a break on the throw to the plate there to score Grant Fletcher. And they're on the board, trailing 3-1 here in the third. Swing and a miss on an inside fastball to Haney. 1 ball and 1 strike. One to Haney. Takes that one, and it is ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jaden Reynolds, the number 3 hitter, waits on deck. Beavers put a little bit of a dent into the 3-0 lead, trying to do a little bit more damage here with a runner at third base and just 1 out. Haney takes high, ball 3. Luke from Oak Ridge High School, starting at third base for the Beavers today. Just the second game of the campaign. 3-1 coming up. And that's down low for a ball. Gets away a little bit from Bonfigli, but not far enough for anybody to advance. And so Sabatke stays at third. Now Haney at first. Still just 1 out, and Jaden Reynolds to the plate. 2 hits yesterday, 2 RBIs for Jaden, the sophomore second baseman from Bella Vista. Struck out in the first inning. Still even with the bag at third is Sealkin. Holding the runner on is Spear, and Laxa and Colston are in double play depth up the middle. Reynolds reaches out and pops it up foul, and is down in the count 0-1. He's followed by Dylan Westbrook in the Beavers order. Throw over to first base. Haney is back easily. So our first dog we spied, Riley, has moved over from the left field third base bleachers, now behind home plate, trying to get a better angle at the game, I think. Reynolds hits it out towards second base. Don't think it's hard enough for a double play. Flip to second for 1. They don't get him at first. It's an RBI ground out, and the Beavers have gotten the lead. It is now 3-2 in favor of the Vikings. Reynolds picks up his 3rd RBI of the season. Haney is forced at second base. And here's Dylan Westbrook with 2 outs, and Reynolds over at first base. Ball just not hit sharply enough. Colston flips to Laxa, but Guy says, not really a chance to get him at first. I'm going to hold on to this. And here's Westbrook, who was hit by a pitch his first time up back in the second inning. And he takes the fastball outside and ahead in the count 1-0 with Jackson Nichols to follow. So good comeback ability from the Beavers there. I haven't come all the way back, but they were down 3-0, now 3-2. There goes the runner. The pitch is a strike. The throw down to second base is going to be a little bit too late and offline. It's a stolen base for Jaden Reynolds. Puts himself in scoring position. I think the pitch was called a strike, so it is 1-1. How did I know that? I looked out at the scoreboard, and Jessica was right on it. Had it 1-1. Jeez. Getting to be a pretty good crew in here. If we just worked on Pearson over there at the PA. We'll work on it. I'll talk to people. I will talk to people, and we may be making a change very soon is what I'm saying. That was outside ball 2. Reynolds off his second. Laxa comes in behind him, but Goes back, and now he thinks about coming back. Hit sharply out towards second, but right at Colston. He bounces off his hand. He picks it up. He's not going to have time. That's an error. And the Beavers have runners at first and third. Reynolds moves over to third. First error of the game for either team. And it gives Jackson Nichols a chance. He struck out his first time. He's up here with runners at first and third here in the bottom of the third. And he had 2 hits yesterday, including a home run. Wearing number 12 for the Beavers, Jackson from Valley Christian High School. Let's see if they send Westbrook. That's lined into left center field. Dropped in. That is going to be a base hit. We got a tie ball game. Going all the way, and that's misplayed in center. They're going to wave the runner around. Here comes Westbrook. He will score, and the Beavers have taken the lead 4-3. Reynolds scores. Westbrook scores. 1 RBI for Nichols. And the Beavers have taken the lead with the third hit of the inning and the second misplay by the Vikings. And now the Vikings are going to go out and talk to their pitcher, Adrian Valdez, who was motoring along very well through 2 1/3 innings. And then a Fletcher single, a double from Zabaka. The throw to the plate was in time but mishandled, and Fletcher scored. Then a walk to Haney, an RBI ground out by Reynolds. The error at second base that allowed Westbrook to reach. Nichols with a solid single to left center, but it was misplayed by Rivera in center, allowing Westbrook to come all the way around from first and score. And Nichols ended up at second base. So Nichols gets credit for 1 run batted in. That gives him 2 on the season. And looks like the coach is talking more to the umpire maybe than to Valdez, but maybe that's just the way it should. Might be calling out the trainer, which I think is exactly what's happening. So we're going to step away for just a second here as they talk on the mound. Beavers with the big rally here in the third. They lead it. Actually, we're going to see, Valdez I think is going to leave, so we're going to have a new pitcher come in, and that means he will get as much time as he needs to warm up with the injury. So we'll figure out what's going on when we get back. Beavers on top, 4-3.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kidder. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
just tweet it out and then don't really
run away.
Yeah.
I think it happens to some of us. Maybe it sounds a little personal to you, but
I didn't want me.
Yeah,
to
I don't
sound
know.
that
It just
way.
maybe sounds like that.
Generally fine.
Again, you're a very bright guy.
Yeah.
You see right into
Right
my
through
soul,
you.
my friend. That's why I have so many jobs, because people think I'm funny when they're driving home. We are back out here at Beaver Field. Jake Jones is our new pitcher. The sophomore out of Tracy High School will come in to face Lat Sabaki with a runner at second base. That is Jackson Nichols, and the Beavers have already scored 4 times here in the third to take a 4-3 lead. There's a big bunt. The runner goes to throw to third, and he is safe. Sealkin was a little bit off, had to come in a little bit, and the throw was by Bonfigli was perfectly on line. Sealkin came back, tried to slap the tag on Nichols, but Jackson was in there before the tag could be applied. That means it's a stolen base. He's at third now. Pitch was called a strike on Sabaki, and he takes a ball right there, inside and high. Beavers with 4 runs on 3 hits. 2 misplays by the Vikings have contributed to the Beavers tally here in inning number 3. That's a good-looking fastball in there for a strike from Jake Jones. 5'10", 175, the sophomore. Valdez went 2 2/3 innings, gave up 3 hits. He is responsible for Nichols out at third base. He's given up 4 runs, 3 of them earned. That's a good-looking pitch right there, and that's a called strike. I guess there was a ball on the fake bunt. I thought that was a called strike on that first pitch fake bunt, but it must have been a ball, so it's 2-2. Riley shakes his head like, didn't you know that? He has no idea what's going on, and he knows that. So, he's learning. The kid's learning. 2-2, misses outside with a slider. 3-2. Jonas Diaz waits on deck. He would be the 9th batter to hit in the inning. Full count pitch. Chop foul at the plate. I mentioned Stones McCoy himself was here. He brought some goodies. Handed out some merchandise from the Stones Broadcast Network, of which he is the titular head. And I'm very excited because I have a hat that it says Phantom on the back, and I'm very excited until I looked at the front insignia, and there's a big picture of Stones on the front. And that's, I guess I could color it out or something, but that really kind of detracts from the overall value of the merchandise. Chopper down to third base. Sealkin has it. Nice play. He's going to have a long throw to first. That's an excellent defensive play by Xander Sealkin, saving a run at third, but not before the Beavers come up here in the third and score 4 times on 3 hits. They leave 1. We go to the top of inning number 4. Beavers now leading this one 4-3.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Top of the fourth inning. Beavers on top 4-3. Crab feed coming up Saturday, February 8th, 2025, 5 to 9, ARC Student Center. Go ahead and scan the QR code on your screen or go to beavers.com/fans/buy_tickets_online. I know, I'm hip to get tickets to this. It is a tremendous event, great food, great music. That one's a grounder down to first base. Abaki has it. He's going to flip it over to Palumbo. And that means that Altmark is out 3-1 for the first out here in the fourth. Come out and enjoy the great food, the great drinks, the silent auction, the amazing music. All funds, this is the key really, all funds raised will go towards supporting our American River College student athletes. And thank you in advance for supporting this very worthy cause. Trayvon Jones will be the hitter. Struck out his first time up, takes a strike right there. The designated hitter who was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored yesterday. The Liberty High product takes strike 2. 0-2. Thank you to Jessica for reminding us to do the crab feed mention. She did it in that really non-annoying way of going crab. So I found that to be delightful. 1-2 now on Jones, and Riley's happy because we did the crab feed. And Dr. Steve's happy too. He's probably working out somewhere. That one is outside. 2-2. Top of the fourth inning, Beavers on top 4-3. Bonfigley will be next for the Vikings as that pitch just misses high and outside. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. I know if Jessica's scoreboard and Riley's scoreboard agree, it's got to be right. That is an off-speed pitch in there for call strike 3. And Jones drops the bat in disgust over that, I think what he's perceived as an inaccurate call, but it's 2 outs nonetheless, and Andrew Bonfigley will be the hitter. The catcher delivered an RBI single to left field his first time up, so he's 1 for 1 with that run batted in. Batting in the number 8 spot for Coach Bobby Hill and the West Valley Vikings. Kai Hockey, Darrell Brown, Gabe Cruz. There's a line drive into left center field. That one's going to get down. Rounding first, headed for second. The throw comes in. The tag is applied. He's safe. Bonfigley gets in under the tag. Nice job by the outfield for the Beavers to get it in as quickly as they did. But Andrew was thinking double from the beginning, and he is now 2 for 2 in this one. 5th hit for the Vikings, and Kenji Colston will be the hitter. Robbie Duville, Kim Karbatsos, Nicholas Pelster. Some of the assistant coaches for Bobby Hill and the West Valley Vikings. So runner in scoring position, tying run potentially. And here's Kenji Colston, who grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Grounded down the first base line. Pitcher Palumbo had it and tagged him out going down to first base. And the first pitch off speed for a strike. Kenji from Jesuit High School. Outside there, nice block by Grant Fletcher. Evens it up 1 ball and 1 strike on Colston. Carmelo Rivera, the top of the order for the Vikings on deck. With Bonfigley out at second base. Getting a pretty good lead there. Reynolds trying to keep him close. Pitch is hit sharply right at the shortstop. Sabaki has it. Over to first. Off the bag. Who pulls his brother off the bag. Who tags the runner out for the third out. So one hit, one left here in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Beavers still on top by one.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop and Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Bottom of inning number 4 from Beaver Field. Jake Jones, the second pitcher for the Vikings, goes back out on the mound. Adrian Valdez started, went 2 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts before he left. When what we thought was an injury replacement. So we hope he is doing okay. He was very impressive through the first 2 innings, and then the Beavers got to him for a couple of hits. So here's Jonas Diaz. He's followed by Nick Golden and Grant Fletcher, the bottom third of the order for Coach Jay and the Beavers. Diaz with a strikeout his first time up. That was against Valdez. Fastball is in there for a strike. 0-1. On Jonas out of Folsom High School. Swings and misses at an off-speed pitch. He is down 0-2 as the sun makes a brief appearance. Kind of warming things up. But a very small child in the first row down there, Riley. Very small child's like, why are we at a baseball game? I want to go home. I want to hang out at home and watch cartoons. If people still watch cartoons, I don't know. Outside, 1 and 2. He's bundled up pretty good. That's a pretty good bundling job by, you got to give credit. It's an A's fan down there. He's wearing A's memorabilia, A's merchandise. It takes, that's a very bold move these days. Swinging sharply out towards shortstop. Scooped up by Laxa across the diamond. First, get him by a couple steps. Hit hard by Diaz, but right at the shortstop, kind of Laxa. For the first out here in the fourth, and Nick Golden, who grounded to second his first time up, will be the hitter. The left fielder from El Camino High School. Looking for his first hit of the new season. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander, Jake Jones. That one is down low. Yeah, it looks like the Oakland A's and the baby are going to have to leave, Riley. Coming up, and he's giving nuts to all the fans up here. So obviously he said, hey, you know something? It's time for us to take off. Getting a little chilly for the child. Had a good-looking pitch in there. Jessica weighs in. She says she agreed with me. I don't know why she's weighing in, but why not? I just think it's time, don't you think, Jessica? I think it's time. The child needs to go home, hang out. Maybe watch whatever kids watch these days. That's a good-looking pitch in there for a strike from Jake Jones. It is 1-2. Although it is obviously still a good excuse if you don't want to stay somewhere. Just say, well, baby, let's live to foul outside of third base. I think every new parent has done that. Just use the kid. I don't really feel like staying here. Oh, I have to go home. The baby is fussing, okay? Still 1-2 on Nick Golden. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and Jones has the strikeout. First for Jake Jones, 5 for Valdez while he was in there, so 6 for the Vikings. 2 outs, and here's Grant Fletcher, who started it all up for the Beavers back in the third inning. Innocently enough, the Beavers had not got a hit and just had one base runner, and Fletcher comes up with 1 out, gets a single, and that started the merry-go-round. Beavers eventually scoring 4 times on 3 hits to take the lead they now hold at 4-3. That's a fastball in there for a strike. Fletcher from Yuba City. So maybe, some of the Fletcher clan is watching us on YouTube right now, enjoying his base hit and run scored back in the third inning. He lines that into left center field for a base hit. Fletcher's 2 for 2, scooped up by Estrada out there on return to the infield. 4th hit for the Beavers, first off Jake Jones, and brings up the top of the order and Bryce Sabatke, who has struck out and doubled. Doubled in a run back in the third down the left field line off of Valdez. Trying to break the seal for the Beavers, who were trailing 3-0 at the time. They now lead 4-3, and Fletcher on with his second single of the afternoon. A chilly afternoon, to be sure, but an afternoon nonetheless. Sabatke takes inside and low. He will be ahead in the count. 1 ball and no strikes. If he can reach, Luke Haney would be next. Here in the bottom of the 4th for American River College. 1-0 on the season. Going down to Saratoga and beating these same Vikings yesterday in a 12-8 affair. A lot of scoring late in that one. That's a swing and a miss on a good-looking pitch from Jones. Evens it up at 1-1. Short lead by Fletcher at first base. Breaking ball, good pitch again, had Sabatke fooled. Bryce came around with the bat a little bit too late. He's in the hole at 1-2. Two for 7 on the young season for Bryce. Swing and miss, the fastball got by him. So 2 strikeouts in the inning, 1 hit allowed. We go to the 5th. Beavers on top, 4-3.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Moving into the top of the 5th inning here, Mark the Phantom Lowe along with Riley the Engineer and Matt Pearson and Jessica and a whole cast of characters up here in the press box watching the Beavers enjoy a 4-3 lead over the West Valley Vikings. Vikings will send up the top of their order Carmelo Rivera, then Kyle Laxa and David Estrada here in the 5th inning against Ethan Palumbo, who's given up 5 hits and 3 runs in the first 4 innings. Rivera has popped out to short and grounded out in front of the plate to the catcher, Fletcher, who came out from behind the plate to throw him out back in the 3rd inning. So Carmelo is 0 for 2. He was 1 for 4 yesterday. Takes that fastball, and it's a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chop foul down the first base line to the first base coach, who didn't even want to look at it. He didn't say, I'm not going to make a play for that. It's too cold. If I take my hand out of my pocket and try to catch it and it hits my hand, it might hurt. Maybe that's what I'm thinking, not him. 2-2. I'm saying it's a little chilly is what I'm saying. It's a great day out here. It's a great crowd out here. Beavers on top, and it's just a little chilly is all I'm saying. Breaking ball, and that hits him. And Rivera's going to go down to first base, I think. Let's see what the umpire says, because we had one of those earlier. Now, in this case, it wasn't a strike, so he might say he didn't try to get out of the way. And it's a ball. No, Rivera's going to go down to first. Okay. Coach Jay, Jumalay's coming out to say, hey, what happened? In the first inning, we did that, and it was a strike. Didn't try to get out of the way, but I think the umpire's saying it was a ball. He didn't have to try to get out of the way. He just has to try not to get in the way. And Doug's saying, no, I don't know. I saw the documentary once, and he's actually showing him on his leg. Yeah, that's maybe some acting class. Maybe there's a theater department here that Coach could go to, make his point a little bit better. But in this case, it doesn't work out. Rivera's going to go down to first base. And it'll bring up Kyle Laxa, who last time up hit a very, very, very long home run. First time he grounded out to the pitcher. So there you go. 2 extremes for Laxa. 1 hit yesterday, he scored a run, has a hit today, and scored a run and drove in a run. Swings and misses at that one for a strike. 0-1 on Laxa. Throw over to first base, and that is close, but not close enough. Back in is Carmelo Rivera. Throw back again, and he is safe. Keep looking at the umpire, very, kind of like, this time did we get him? Nope, didn't get him this time either. Good lead by Rivera. 0-1, here's the pitch. Off speed in the dirt. Good block by Fletcher. Evens it up 1-1. David Estrada to follow. David 1 for 2 today. 4 for 7 in the 2-game series. Shortstop from San Francisco, California, Kyle Laxa. There goes the runner. The pitch is swung and a miss. The throw is going to be a little bit offline and handled by the shortstop. A stolen base for Rivera. 2 strikes now on Laxa. Nobody out here top of the 5th. And then we're going to have I think they're going to call interference on the batter. And he has to go back to first base. And the batter is called out. Well, batter's interference, yeah. Yeah, so they are calling Laxa out for interfering. And going back to first base is Rivera. So there's 1 out, runner at first base, and David Estrada, the hitter. Estrada up here. 2 balls and no strikes on Estrada. There goes the runner again. This time it's high. The throw to second is there's nobody at second, so the ball goes into center field. Throw from center field to third base, and I believe he's safe at third base. So the throw went to second. No one was covering second base. It went all the way into center field. Going to have to be an error on the catcher, allowing the runner to get to third base. Estrada now with a count of 3 balls and no strikes, and the tying run 90 feet away. Estrada takes high, ball 4. So 2 on, 1 out. And we're going to have another meeting at the mound for the Beavers. It may be time to make a pitching change. We'll see. We had a hit by pitch on Rivera. He tried to steal second, but Laxa was called out for interfering with the throw, so he had to go back. And then on the before Estrada got the base on balls, Rivera steals second and moves to third on the throwing error. So he is at third. Estrada's at first. Colin Spear is the hitter. He has walked and flied to center field, and Palumbo will stay out there. For the Beavers, kind of hard to see if there's activity in the bullpen. The Beavers bullpen, as we said, it's kind of buried behind the bleachers down there in left field. And here is Spear. Sophomore out of San Francisco was 1 for 4 yesterday, 0 for 1 today. Did score a run back in the second after getting the base on balls. So 1 out, 2 on. Palumbo's pitch is grounded down the third baseline. That is a foul ball. Haney making a backhand stab at it, but it's a foul ball. So it's no balls and a 1 strike on Spear. Xander Sealkin on deck. Let's see if they're sending Estrada from first base to get him out of the double play. Here's the pitch. Fouled out of play. So now 2 strikes on Spear. Wearing number 12 for the very brightly clad Vikings with orange undershirts, blue jerseys, and the orange numbers. I like the numbers. The numbers stand out. I like numbers that stand out. Riley knows that about me. I like numbers that blend in. There goes the runner. The 0-2 pitch is outside, 1-2. So Estrada steals, takes the double play out of play, you would think. Second and third now, just 1 out. And a 1-2 count on Colin Spear. In the dirt outside, Fletcher with another nice block. Grant very active behind the plate today. Evens the count at 2-2. Breaking ball is hit high in the air to left field. Golden's going to go back. Look up. And that is gone. A home run for Colin Spear, a 3-run blast over the left field fence, and that puts the Vikings back on top, 6-4. So 3 runs in on just the 1 hit, that hit by pitch and the base on balls. Also, we're going to get a pitching change for the Beavers, and we'll come back. We are in the top of the 5th inning. Vikings 6, Beavers 4.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
And I'm Miller.
And we'd like to invite you to come see all that Miller's Ace Hardware has to offer and to give our happy and helpful staff a chance to earn your business.
Whatever project you're working on, from lawn and garden to home repairs, you'll find everything you need at the new Miller's Ace Hardware. Power tools from the best name brands, and one of the largest selections of barbecues and barbecue accessories featuring brands like Traeger, Weber, and Big Green Egg. And if you're looking to freshen things up, visit the paint studio featuring Clark and Kensington, Benjamin Moore, and Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. Miller's Ace Hardware, where customer and community service meet. Located on the corner of Madison and Fair Oaks, behind the Ferrari building.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us to schedule your service today.
New pitcher for the Beavers here in the 5th inning is Nathan Gahn out of Bear Creek High School. Or in number 51, the right-hander will face Xander Seelken. With the bases empty, 1 out and 3 runs in on the 3-run home run by Colin Spear. Took something off that, bended in there for a strike on 1 on Seelken, who has doubled, scored in the second. Fielder's choice ended the third, so Xander is 1 for 2. Also has an excellent defensive play over at third base that saved a run for the Vikings. Takes that outside, and it's 1-1. 6'2" freshman Nathan Gahn in relief of Ethan Palumbo. Swing and a miss. Palumbo 4 in the 3rd inning, 6 hits, 6 runs, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. In the dirt, 2-2. 6 runs on 6 hits for the Vikings. Beavers 4 runs on 4 hits. 2 errors for the Vikings, 1 for the Beavers. Breaking ball's chopped down the 3rd. Heaney across dugout. No, it gets past the first baseman down the right field line. And going to second and making a move for third is Seelken. The throw is not going to be in time, and he's going to go all the way to third base. Nobody is covering home, and so the coach is running out there yelling at somebody to cover home as the catcher went down the first base line. Seelken ends up at third base, second error of the inning for the Beavers, and will bring up Eric Altmart, the right fielder. So still just 1 out here in the 5th. Trayvon Jones to follow. Vikings up 6-4, threatening with the Seelken down at third base. Beavers still playing the infield regular depth. That one's inside, comes in, hits him on the hand. And Altmart's going to go down to first base in a very painful way. It'll be first and third, 1 out, and Trayvon Jones will be your hitter. Struck out twice, both times looking. Had 2 hits in yesterday's game, did Trayvon Jones, and scored 2 runs. Liberty High School in Brentwood for Trayvon Jones, up here against Bear Creek's Nathan Gahn. Beavers could use a 6-4-3 right here to get out of this one, as they've given up 3 runs in the inning already and have runners at first and third. See if Altman is taken off, swinging a miss. See if Altmark is taken off, is take him out of the double play situation. 0-1 on Trayvon Jones. He's followed by Andrew Bonfigli, who's 2 for 2 in the game so far with a single and a double. Over at first base, and it's thrown away at first base. A run comes in from third, and going down to second base is Altmark. So third error of the inning for the Beavers, this time on the pitcher. Fourth run scores for the Vikings. They're up 7-4 now. And down at second base is Altmark. Looked like he had a chance to maybe get him leaning the wrong way there, but the throw's in front of Zabatki, and Lance couldn't swipe it up. So it ends up with a run scoring and another runner moving down towards second base. That's in the dirt. Nice play by Fletcher. Two and two now. 2-1 make that on Jones. That is in there for a call strike, 2-2. Doesn't agree with many of the calls that have come down the pike today, so that continues that trend for Jones, 2-2. That one's fouled out of play. Breaking ball dropped in at the last moment. Jones had to spoil it to stay alive, and he did. 2-2 here as the sun makes another appearance. Momentarily warming things up, huh, Riley? Not so much, says Riley. I agree with him. A little bit. There goes the runner. The pitch is in the dirt. Fletcher's going to knock it down, but the Altmark is stealing third. And with a full count now on Jones. Nathan Gahn, the second pitcher for the Beavers. Ethan Palumbo went the first 4 and a third. Count is 2-2. I thought it was 3-2 myself, but umpire signals 2-2. That one is high. That is 3-2. Okay, I guess he had it right. So it's full on Trayvon Jones, and with 2 hit by pitches, 3 errors, and a 3-run home run. So a little bit of everything here as the Beavers move the infield in. That one is behind the head of Jones. He'll take the base on balls. First and third now here in the 5th. Still just 1 out. As I double check my numbers, yes, still just 1 out. And Andrew Bonfigli, who has been very impressive at the plate so far, with this RBI single in the 2nd and a double in the 4th. Out of Sonoma, California. 6'1" freshman. That's in the dirt. Blocked by Fletcher, and Jones at first base. Thought about taking off, and he's thought better of it. He stays put, first and third. Now a 1-ball, no strike count on Big Bonfigli with Kenji Colston on deck, the number 9 hitter. That one is in there for a strike. 1-1. Vikings with 2 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, and 4 here in the 5th. Beavers with 4 in the 3rd. Line drive. Shortstop goes up, it's off his glove. Picked up, throw to first by Sabaki, not in time. Runner at third had to hold in case it was caught in the air. It's an infield single for Bonfigli, his 3rd hit of the game. It moves Jones to second base and brings up Kenji Colston. Really tough play by Zabaki. Kept it on the infield, almost made the catch. but Bonfigley beats it out to first base. And that will bring up Kenji Colston, who's going to have a little chat with the coach as the catcher, Fletcher, goes out to talk to the pitcher. He is the 9th hitter, is Colston, here in the 5th inning for the Vikings. And they have runners at first, second, and third, which is commonly referred to as the bases loaded. Colston, the Jesuit product, chatting with the coach. I'm assuming that's Bobby Hill. I mean, this is a high-level discussion, so you think it'd be the head guy. Well, so Colston settles in. Beavers in double play depth in the infield. 1 out here in the 5th inning. Chopper up the middle. Sabaki, it's off his glove, took a big hop. It's into center for a base hit. Here's a run scoring. The second run coming in. The throw, he is tagged out of the plate. What a beautiful throw by Dylan Westbrook in center field to knock out the runner at the plate. That's Trayvon Jones. Allmark scores. Bonfigley stops at second. It's an RBI single for Colston. 5th run of the inning, 2nd hit of the inning, but thrown out at the plate was Jones. So 2 outs. And to bring up Carmelo Rivera, who started it off with being hit by a pitch to open up the inning. First and second here. There's a nice looking pitch in there for a strike on Rivera, 0-1. Carmelo has popped a short, grounded out in front of the plate to the catcher and been hit by a pitch. So 0 for 2, scored a run. Line drive, right field, that's a base hit. 1 run rounding third, he will score, that's Bonfigley. Colston is going to end up at third as the throw comes into second. It's an RBI double for Rivera, the 6th run of the inning, and it's a 9-4 score for the Vikings. So Bonfigley scores. Colston goes over to third. Rivera picks up the RBI. Dr. Steve delivers a fantastic sandwich, and so not all is gloomy here in Beaverland. And here's Kyle Laxa. Third hit of the inning, 8th hit of the game for the Vikings. Laxa grounds it down to third, handled by Haney. A long throw across the diamond and scooped up at first by Sabaka for the out. So 6 runs for the Vikings in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Vikings on top, 9-4.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Bottom of inning number 5, 6 runs for the Vikings in the top inning, so they lead it 9-4. Jake Jones still out on the mound. He is the pitcher of record for West Valley. He'll face Luke Haney, Jaden Reynolds, and Dylan Westbrook. For the American River College Beavers, 1-0 on the season. Haney has struck out and walked, so he is 0 for 1, playing third base. 0 for 1 in yesterday's game. Luke out of Oak Ridge High School, right-handed hitter against the right-hander Jake Jones. Fastball right down the middle. 0-1 on Haney. We are in the bottom of the 5th from Beaver Field. Mark the Phantom Low here with you, along with Riley the engineer. And an assorted crew, which includes Matt Pearson on the PA and Jessica on the scoreboard, and Randy's over there. We got all kinds of people in here. That one is just missed, 1-1. And Dr. Steve delivers the sandwiches. And Riley he's got a new fan in Riley now. Riley said, he could have dropped off in a Parker or something too. That would have been nice, a pair of little gloves. I said, Riley, don't be so guilty, man, or so greedy and guilty. In there for a strike 1 and 2. You take what you get and you don't throw a fit. Have you ever been taught that? A motto to live by. 1 and 2. Hit sharply down to third. It's Seelkin with it. Across the diamond to first for the first out. One out here in the 5th, and Jaden Reynolds, who has struck out and hit it to a fielder's choice. Drove in a run on that fielder's choice back in the 3rd inning, later scored a run. So 0 for 2 with 3 runs batted in now on the season. 2 for 6 on the year. Trying to get something started here in the bottom of the 5th for the Beavers, who came from 3 runs down to take a 4-3 lead momentarily, but that went away in the top of the inning. Reynolds takes outside for a ball. The big blow, the Cullen Spear 3-run home run. But the Beavers also helped in their own undoing with 3 errors in that top of the 5th. Dylan Westbrook to follow. Reynolds swings and fouls it at the plate, so it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Jaden out of Bella Vista High School. They're the Broncos. Riley, in case you didn't know that, they are not the Falcons or the Vikings. They are the Broncos. Not a lot of Broncos. Swings and misses off speed again from Jake Jones. 1 and 2 now on Jaden Reynolds. Hit sharply out towards short, coming on as Laxa throws it to first and gets him by a half a step. Good play, Kyle Laxa at shortstop, recognizing he needed to come in on that one to get the speedy Reynolds at first base for the second out, and he's got it. Here's Dylan Westbrook, who's been hit by a pitch and reached on an error and scored a run. Also threw a runner out at the plate in that 5th inning. Or it could have been a little bit worse for the Beavers. Dylan out of Oak Ridge High. 1 for 5 with 2 runs batted in yesterday's contest, won by the Beavers 12-8. Hits that one out towards second. Colson waits on it. Over to first. Easy inning for Jake Jones in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th. West Valley up by 5.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop and Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of inning number 6 from Beaver Field, 9-4 in favor of the West Valley Vikings. They'll send up Estrada, Spear, and Sealkin here in the top of the 6th against Nathan Gahn. Gives us another chance to mention our craft feed coming up very soon, Saturday, February 8th, from 5 to 9 in the ARC Student Center. Come out and enjoy great food, great drinks, a silent auction, and amazing music. All funds raised will go towards supporting our American River College student athletes. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now or go to arcbeavers.com for information and to buy tickets. And we thank you in advance for your support. Here is David Estrada, who has singled and walked and grounded out so far today. Gone delivery is down low for a ball, 1-0. Estrada 3 for 5 yesterday, including a home run. 2 home runs for the Vikings today, Kyle Laxa and Colin Spear. Spear is on deck to hit after Estrada. Fouled at the plate. Back to the screen by David, 1-1. Estrada from Archbishop Mitty High School in San Jose. Another freshman. We said West Valley had to restock after last year going to the state tournament, finishing 3rd. A tremendous achievement for Coach Hill and the Clan. That one misses high and outside, 2-1. Nathan Gahn on the hill for the Beavers, delivers the 2-1. Hit on the line on one hop, knocked down by Reynolds at second base to first for the out. Hit well by Estrada, but Reynolds stuck with it, made a nice play at second. First out in the books, and Colin Spear will be the hitter. Lance Buck is at first base, Reynolds at second base. Bryce Zabaki is at shortstop, Lucchini at third, Nick Golden in left, Dylan Westbrook in center, Jonas Diaz in right. Grant Fletcher behind the plate, and our pitcher is Nathan Gahn. Took over for Ethan Palumbo in the middle of the 5th inning. Spear hits it high in the air to left field again. That one, if it's fair, it's gone, and it is gone. Colin Spear showed the first time was no fluke. Puts a charge in that one. 2 home runs on the day. I have a feeling he's going to watch the broadcast when he gets home, and he should. That one was no doubt. Again, the only doubt there was whether it was fair or not. I think it might have reached the parking structure where usually is where Riley parks, and so I was worried about it. Riley thought it was foul, but no one was even listening to him. I agreed with you, Riley. I was hoping it was foul. It wasn't. It's 10-4, and it brings up Xander Sealkin, who's doubled, hit into a fielder's Deutsch, and reached on an error. So he is 1 for 3, has a run scored back in the 2nd inning. Takes the first pitch high for a fastball, 1-0. Eric Altmark on deck to right fielder. 1 in, 1 out for the Vikings here in the top of the 6th. Hit out towards center field. Westbrook going back. He's going to chase that one. It's a 1 hop up against the fence. Gets to it quickly. His throw into second base is too late. It's a double for Sealkin. He's got a 2-hit day, a 2-double day. And it brings up Eric Altmark. That is hit number 11 for the Vikings. They had 14 in yesterday's game. They out-hit the Beavers 14-10, even though the Beavers came out with a win 12-8. So here's Altmark, who is RBI ground out in the 2nd inning, and then he grounded to first in the 4th and was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th. So 1 for 2 for Eric with an RBI and a run scored. 1 for 1 in yesterday's game. Trayvon Jones follows him in the order for the Vikings. A throw back to second. Try to get Sealkin, but it did not succeed. Sabaki keeps the ball from going into center field. And turn our attention again to the plate and Eric Altmark. Comes from Beaverton, Oregon, a mountainside high school. Another freshman. Breaking ball, nice looking pitch by Gahn in there for a strike. 0-1 on Altmark. Vikings back in action on Tuesday when they travel to take on Santa Rosa Junior College. And they're back home on Wednesday against Merced. Swing and a miss. Beavers' next action will be Thursday when they host Shasta College. The Knights from Reading come into town. Also, I believe home on Friday as well are the Beavers. Here's the pitch in the dirt for a ball. Jessica just now realizing that, hey, somebody hits it. Hey, you got to hit it pretty far to get to that parking structure. I don't think you're in any danger, really. One and two coming up to Altmark. Runner at second base gets the look, the pitch. Holds off on a high fastball, 2-2. Beavers will be hosting Feather River on Friday after hosting Shasta on Thursday. Breaking ball, good looking pitch, swing and a miss. He got him on strikes. So Gahn with the strikeout, 2 outs here in the inning, and it'll bring up Trayvon Jones, who struck out twice and walked. Beavers midweek games, Shasta and Feather River Thursday and Friday will both be at 2 p.m. games. Stay tuned. If you subscribe to American River College Athletics YouTube or Stones Broadcast Network's YouTube, we'll give you an alert whenever we're going to broadcast the games. Our schedule not set in stone yet as far as what games we are at. And we're going to be doing as many as we possibly can, but we got to get the okay from up top first. But you subscribe to the channels. There's a line drive out to center field. Westbrook's going to go back again. He's got a beat on it, though, and makes a nice running catch in center field. 1 run, 2 hits in the 6th. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. West Valley 10, the Beavers 4.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We'd love to see you.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Bottom of inning number 6 here from Beaver Field. Vikings on top 10-4. Jackson Nichols, Lance Zabatki, and Jonas Diaz will be the first 3 hitters against Jake Jones, who came on in the 3rd inning in relief of Adrian Valdez. And so far, so good for Jones. He's given up 1 hit, struck out 2. Nichols has struck out and then an RBI single, so he is 1 for 2. His second run batted into the season. He had 2 hits in yesterday's game. Chops that one down to third base, scooped up by Seelkin across the diamond for the out. So a quick first out here in the bottom of the inning number 6. And Lance Zabaki will come up to the plate. He is grounded to second and grounded to third so far in this one after going 3 for 5 with a home run yesterday. Lance out of River City High School. Stepping in with 1 out and nobody on in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch looks good. It is good. 0-1. So can't stress enough, subscribe to YouTube on American River College Athletics or Stone's Broadcast Networks. We broadcast on both channels, bring in all the ARC events. Going to wrap up some basketball. Got a couple more doubleheaders to do basketball-wise, and that one is outside. And then we go baseball, and we do softball as well. Do a lot of sports in the spring, the baseball, the softball. Always exciting. So when we go on, when Riley turns the machines on, you'll know if you subscribe to the channels. It's not like he calls you at home or anything like that. You wouldn't want that. Believe me. Believe me, you would not want that. He could call you at home, but that's a lot of work for him. I don't think he would do it. But if I challenge him, he probably would. 2-1 now on Sabaki. Lance at first base in this one. Swings and misses off-speed pitch, 2-2. Beavers had the one good inning back in the third when they scored 4 times on 3 hits. Other than that, just 1 hit against Viking pitching. That one just misses. Runs the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Wind blowing out a little bit to left field today. Popped up. Going to come right back to us. And it did not come back to us. It went over our head. Three balls and 2 strikes. I can't get over Stone's putting his own picture on the front of the hats. I mean, that's just... come on. I mean, it's a nice hat. It's got my name on it and everything. Swing and a miss. And Sabaki's down on strikes. That's a third strikeout for Jake Jones. And it brings up Jonas Dyer, who struck out and grounded out to shortstop. Except Jonas in right field for the Beavers today out of Folsom High School. 1 for 5 yesterday. I mean, it's nice. I have a hat. It has my name, Phantom, on the back and a cool spot and everything. I really like it. It's stitched right in there. Actually, it's like pasted on there. I don't even know if it's stitched, but that doesn't matter. But then I turn around, I'm wearing it proudly, and who's that face on the front? Is that you? No, it's not me. It's my hat, and it's not my face. I don't want my face on the front of a hat. I'm not saying that. Fouled off by Jonas. 0-2. I'm just saying I don't want his face on the front. Then I got a nice hoodie, and I look on the back, and there's his face again. It's like I don't ever see the guy in person, but now I have his face everywhere I go. Jonas takes a ball, 1-2, although half the Viking infield thought it was going to be strike 3. That really doesn't, the umpires don't really care how many guys in the field think it's a strike. I've noticed that over the years. I've seen guys leave the field like that for years, but it's never changed one call, as far as I know. Line drive center field. It might stay up, and it does stay up for Rivera in center. So Jonas hit it very well, but right at Rivera in center. 1-2-3 inning for Jones. We go to the 7th. Vikings on top, 10-4.
Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies, and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Hello. I was just talking with Jessica about the Teletubbies, and Riley's over here harshing my mellow. Oh, we're coming back now. Top of the seventh inning, 10-4 Vikings. Andrew Bonfigley is going to start us off. He is 3 for 3 in this game. 2 singles and a double. He scored a run. He's driven in a run. He's followed by Kenji Colston and then Carmelo Rivera in the top of the order. Nathan Gahn on the hill again for the American River College Beavers. And the umpire just is refusing to get ready. I'm ready. Riley said, why don't you yell at the umpire and get him ready? Like, it's time to come back now. Oh, the other umpire had to go. I think maybe he had to use the facilities. Hey, I'm backing off on that. I understand what he's saying, okay? If he had to use the facilities, I'm with you. No problem. Maybe they should stop bringing him water all the time. You know what I'm saying? You make a connection there, Riley? Okay. All right, anyway, Bonfigley, the first hitter. Singled in the second. Doubled in the fourth, singled in the fifth. He scored a run. He's driven one in. Watches that one go outside from Nathan Gahn. Ethan Palumbo went the first 4 and a third. Gahn came on with 1 out in the fifth and has gone ever since through the sixth, and now we are in the seventh. Misses with that one, 2-0. Vikings came up with 6 runs in the top of the fifth. 2 in the second, 1 in the third, then that 6 in the fifth, and then 1 in the sixth on the Colin Spear, his second home run of the game. Both of them very impressive-looking shots to left field. Breaking ball catches the inside corner, 2-1, although Riley still maintains it was foul. And that's kind of good enough for me. He said he was really insisting it was foul, and I said, are you sure? He said, well, I had to look at it through the camera. I can't really tell. That really doesn't help me at all. Thanks for the boost, buddy. 2-1 pitch. Lined out toward right. Diaz coming in. Makes the catch on the run. Hit well, but right at Diaz in right field. So finally, Bonfigley is retired, and here's Kenji Colston. The Jesuit product is 1 for 3 with an RBI. The single in the fifth inning with the bases loaded. Batting in the number 9 spot. 3 for 4 yesterday with a run batted in, so he's got a couple of them on the season so far. A right-handed hitter against Nathan Gahn from Bear Creek High. Tries to bend one in there, and it's too high. 1-0. Crowd is mostly stuck with it, even though it's a little bit chilly out here, but I'm very impressed by the turnout today. Kudos to the West Valley people. If some of them, that's a chopper down to third base. That's going to be a tough play. I might let that one go foul. Throw to first, not in time. And Colston signals safe himself, so I think that means he's definitely safe, as he's going to beat out the chopper. Just didn't think there was any chance that Haney was going to get him. Luke made it very close at first base, but Colston beats it out, his second hit, and the 12th hit for the Vikings, and it brings up the top of the order on Carmelo Rivera, who doubled his last time up. He is 1 for 3, the run scored. Now umpires are going to talk about it, and they're going to say, nope, safe. Okay, I could have told you that. I don't know why we're wasting that time. I thought maybe Colston was in the way running out of the baseline down the first baseline. I think that's probably the only possible explanation. But the umpires, they talked about it, which is what they should do. Came to the conclusion that it did not impact the action. So Colston's down at first base. And Rivera, the left-handed hitting center fielder, at the plate. That's a nice pitch right there, but not nice enough. It's 1 ball and no strikes. I guess he wasn't taking my word for it that it should have been a strike. 1-0. That's another nice looking pitch, and finally the umpire and I agree. 1 ball and 1 strike. Colston at first with 1 out here in the 7th. There goes Colston, swung on and fouled back to the screen. Kind of thought he'd be taken off, but Rivera liked the pitch and fouled it back to the screen. He popped out in the 1st inning, grounded out in the 3rd, then was hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th and had the RBI double also in the 5th. So a very busy 5th inning for Carmelo Rivera. One-two coming up. Colston with the lead at first base. Does not go. Breaking ball's high. 2-2. Guy Laxa on deck. He has a home run in this game. Back in the 3rd inning. 1 of 3 for the Vikings. Chopper down the first base line. I think it's going to be foul, and it is. Sabaki comes in. Lance picks it up, returns it to Nathan Gahn. And Rivera will return to the batter's box. Golden, Westbrook, and Diaz in the outfield. Haney, Sabaki, Reynolds, and Sabaki in the infield. And Fletcher behind the plate for the Beavers. On the mound is Nathan Gahn. The right-hander relieved Ethan Palumbo back in the 5th inning. 2-2. We'll see if Colston's taken off on this 2-2 pitch. He is not. The bluff, and that's a high breaking ball outside. 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 7th inning. Swing and a miss. There goes the runner. The throw to second is going to be too high, though. It comes down. What a try by Sabaki to come down and tag him, but it's too late. Strikeout is recorded on Rivera. The stolen base for Colston. He's at second with 2 outs, and here is Kyle Laxa. Grounded out to the pitcher in the 1st, hit a home run in the 3rd. Was called out on batter's interference in the 5th, and then grounded to 3rd, also in the 5th. So he did not have a great 5th inning. And he's up here in the 7th against Nathan Gahn. That breaking ball's in the dirt. Nice block by Fletcher. Keeps Colston at second base. But it results in a 1 ball, no strike count as David Estrada waits on deck, the number 3 hitter in the order for the Vikings. Rugby game still going on. Rugby match, I guess, officially is what it's called. Still going on the rugby field. There's a ground ball in the hole, base hit left field. They're going to wave Colston around. Golden with the throw to the plate is perfect, and he is out at the plate by a very, very wide margin. Good play by Nick Golden. Cuts him down at the plate. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Still, Vikings 10, Beavers 4.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Bottom of inning number 7. Beavers trailing at 10-4. New pitcher for the Vikings, Sage Romero. The 6'4" freshman out of Los Gatos High School comes on. He is the third pitcher after Adrian Valdez and Jake Jones. Jones went 3 and a third inning. Gave up just one hit. He struck out 3, so he's very impressive over that streak. And the Vikings have come from behind to take a 10-4 lead under his stewardship. He is the pitcher of record. Nick Golden's going to be the first batter. Nick with a tremendous throw from left field to gun down Colson at the plate to end the top of the 7th inning. So he will lead it off. He is grounded out and struck out. Romero's first pitch is a ball. Fletcher and then Zabatki for the Beavers here in the 7th to follow Nick Golden. 0 for 3 yesterday. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Strike call from the umpire, who's the only one who's really authorized to make that call, now that I think of it. 1 ball and 1 strike. I guess if you say strike call, you don't have to say by the umpire because no one else would count. Fastball, just a little bit inside. That a little bit of zip on it from Romero. 2-1. Fastball, that's in there for a strike, 2-2. We don't know if we're going to be doing Shasta baseball on Thursday when they visit the Beavers. We do know we'll be here on Friday over in the gym. We won't be here. We'll be over in the gym for a basketball doubleheader. That's inside and hit Golden, and he'll go down to first base. Friday against Sierra, women at 5:30. The men follow at 7:30. And again, if you're subscribed, you'll already be alerted about that when it comes on. Here's Grant Fletcher, who has singled and singled. So he's found a pretty good groove. He scored back in the 3rd inning. Singled again in the 4th inning. Catcher out of Yuba City up here with Golden at first base after the hit by pitch. There's a nice looking fastball. Results in a strike call. 0-1. Bryce Zabatki, the leadoff hitter on deck, as the Vikings will try to keep the Beavers in check here as the Beavers will turn the order over. Off-speed pitch misses somewhere, 1-1. Fletcher, who gives a look down to third base coach Jay, who tugged his ear. So there you go. Riley, there's a sign. You know what that means? That's in the dirt, gets by the catcher. It's a wild pitch. Will allow Golden to go back down to second base, and he is in scoring position for Fletcher, who now sits atop the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Beavers scored all their runs in the 3rd, 4 of them. Had the 4-3 lead until the top of the 5th when the Vikings struck for 6 and followed it up with 1 more in the 6th. 2-1 coming up to Fletcher. It's well in the center field, but giving ground a little bit is Rivera. Runner's going to tag at second. He will bluff and not go as the throw is cut off. So Fletcher hit it well, but right at Rivera in center field. And here is Bryce Zabatki. He has struck out twice and an RBI double, so he is 1 for 3. 2 for 8 on the season so far with that RBI and a run scored back in the 3rd. He's followed by Luke Haney. Golden still at second base. Colston kind of shading over there to hold him close. In the dirt, and that's a nice block, but Golden's going to take off for third, and he's going to get there. Another wild pitch allows Nick Golden to get to third. Von Finkley almost, he had it blocked, but got away too far from him. And Golden, alert base running, gets himself over now 90 feet away from scoring the Beavers' 5th run of the game. 1-0 on Bryce Sabaki. Takes a fastball, and it misses. 2-0. Golden at third, 1 out here. Beavers with just 4 hits in the game. That's a nice looking fastball in there for a strike. 3 of those were in that 3rd inning, and then Fletcher's single in the 4th was the other. Jake Jones came on, as we said, 3 in the 3rd innings, just 1 hit. He struck out 3, and he did not walk anybody. That's a little bit too high, so it's 3-1. So Bryce on top of the count, 3-1. Looking for something he can drive and bring the run in from third base. Takes that one, and that is strike 2. Just in the middle of tossing that bat back to the dugout, too. And, you know, umpires don't care what part of the procedure you're in, is tossing the bat back. If they're going to call it a strike, they don't care. If you've already thrown the bat, they don't care. They're going to call it anyway. That is inside and low. Definitely ball 4. So Sabaki will go down to first base. And that'll bring up Luke Haney, who has struck out, grounded out. Struck out, walked, and grounded out. Luke looking for his first hit of the 2025 campaign. He's up here with runners at first and third, a chance to do some damage for the Beavers. Right-hander against right-hander, Sage Romero, the 3rd pitcher for the Vikings. Hits it sharply down to third. Zilkin has it to second for 1 over to first. That's a double play, 5-4-3. Zilkin's played some excellent third base, and that's just what his pitcher needed. We go to the top of the 8th. Vikings on top by 6.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Caden Bullock is the new pitcher for the Beavers. He comes from Yuba City, which were called the Honkers, Jessica. And she thought I was making some sort of comment or something. That's their name, the Yuba City Honkers. Okay? Now, they also have another school there. I think it's River Valley. Now, what would their mascot be, Riley? What's everybody's mascot, Riley? They're the Falcons. I believe they're the Falcons, yeah. But the Honkers is Yuba City, and it's a real name, and so don't look at me that way, Jessica. And it is time for my David Estrada at the plate. So Caden Bullock, the new pitcher, the freshman, 6 foot, out of Yuba City. He is the 3rd pitcher. Ethan Palumbo started, went the first 4 and a third. Then Nathan Gahn, 2 2/3. First one is in there for a strike to Estrada, who has a single and a walk, a couple of ground outs. Fouls that one off. Grounded to short in the first, grounded to second in the sixth. Had a single in the third and walked and scored in the fifth. When the Vikings did much of their damage with a 6-run outburst. That's a good-looking pitch right there, but not good enough for the umpire, so it's 1-2. That one is breaking ball fouled out of play over to our left, so it stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Team started off the season yesterday down in Saratoga. The Beavers pulled out the 12-8 win over West Valley. Vikings looking to even the score here today, and they're well on their way here in the top of the 8th. That one misses high, so it's 2-2. Beavers at home on Thursday against Shasta College. Vikings on the road again. They'll go to Santa Rosa, take on the Bear Cubs. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Estrada is down on strikes. Just the 4th strikeout for the Beavers, make that 5th strikeout for the Beavers pitching, and that'll bring up Colin Spear, who walked in the second and scored, flied to center in the third, and then since then has not kept the ball in the ballpark. A 3-run homer in the 5th and a solo shot in the 6th. Both of them no-doubters, except for one of them almost being foul. He takes that for a strike, 0-1. I consider that a small victory. We got 1 strike on him, and he hasn't hit the ball out of the park yet. That's a good-looking pitch right on the corner, and he did not agree, and I have to say I did agree. 0-2. And if you think I'm being a little persnickety, it's kind of chilly here, and maybe I'm a little grouchier than usual. Hit sharply to the right at second. Reynolds moves over. He's got it. Throw to first is in time to get Spear. So Cullen is retired and a ground ball to second base. 2 outs here in the 8th, and that will bring up Xander Seelkin, who's had a really good game, a couple of doubles and some good defensive plays over at third base. He is 2 for 4, has a fielder's choice in the 3rd, and reached on an error in the 5th. That was between doubles in the 2nd and a double in the 6th. So Xander was 1 for 4 yesterday. He takes a strike right there, 0-1. Bullock looking very impressive so far through 2 hitters, a strikeout and a ground out. He's ahead of Seelkin, 0-1, with Eric Altmark scheduled next. That was down low. Grant Fletcher behind the plate for the Beavers in this one. That one misses as well, so it's 2-1 on Seelkin. I didn't even really notice, Riley. There's a grounder out towards second again to Reynolds. Stays down on it. Good inning for Bullock. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We'll finish that thought, Riley. The Beavers trail it 10-4.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop and Towing. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Bottom of inning number 8, Jaden Reynolds, Dylan Westbrook, and Jackson Nichols. I was just talking with Jessica. She was telling me what her street name was when she was in high school. I don't even know what that means. I thought Jessica J-Dog would be a good name, but she said her name was LL for some reason. I don't know. Lucky Lady or something? I don't know. Is that what it was? I don't even want to know what that means. J-Dog, you could just sit there and it's fine, but LL could mean all kinds of crazy things. Jaden Reynolds, who has struck out, reached on a fielder's choice and grounded to short. He has an RBI and a run scored back in the 3rd inning. And he's up here against Sage Romero working in his 2nd inning. He had a batter in, walked a batter in the 7th, but got a double play from his infield to get him out of trouble. He misses with a fastball outside, 1-0. Reynolds was 2 for 4 yesterday with a pair of runs batted in. He takes outside again, so it's 2-0. It's actually warmed up a slight bit, I think, Riley, right now. There's a fastball in there for a strike. What I was going to tell you, Riley, is I didn't realize there were people down in the bleachers deep down the left field line. You know, yeah, it's like I told you we had a good crowd here today, but I didn't know it went all the way down those bleachers. Yeah, crazy. Ball 3. Yes, actually down the right field line, too. I think those are diehard Viking fans that just want to be by the bullpen. Yeah. Or else they just wanted to go hang out down there. I don't know. It is down there a ways. That's ball 4. And Reynolds gets the base on balls to open up the 8th inning. Dylan Westbrook, who has been hit by a pitch, reached on an error and grounded to second base, will be the hitter. Out of Oak Ridge High School, a center fielder. 2 runs batted in as well yesterday, 1 for 5 day. Third free pass issued by Romero, and that one's in the dirt. Figley behind the plate, blocking it. 1-0 on Westbrook. Jackson Nichols to follow. That fastball just a little bit too high, 2-0. Reynolds a very short lead down by 6 runs. Over at first base, Westbrook takes ball 3. 3-0 on Dylan. Raleigh, I think I can't get over your dad with putting his face on the front of the hats. You know, that is outside, ball 4. Those 2 straight base on balls here to open up the 8th inning, and I think we might get a pitching change here as the coach is coming out very slowly. So, in anticipation of that pitching change, let's go ahead and step away here. We are in the bottom of the 8th inning. Beavers with a couple runners on, but they trail it 10-4. Got dragged there, and I didn't. He's an actor. Oh crap! Who cares?
You got the rest of your life to be, serious. But
sorry, Riley, my fault. No pitching change. Just a very, very long walk to the mound and a chat and a very, very long back. And Riley has just lost it. He does that all the time. Just a meek, mild-looking guy, and then he just loses it. Becomes incredible. He goes to UFC fights and stuff and wants to get involved. Jackson Nichols is the batter, and the pitch is down low for a ball. It just changes his entire personality, but he's okay now. Nichols 2 for 4 yesterday with a home run. He has a single and a run batted in today, 1 for 3. Takes high with a fastball, 2-0. Lance Sabatke, the first baseman, on deck. Beavers with 2 base on balls to open the inning. Something going here in the 8th. Takes that one right down the middle. 2-1 on Jackson Nichols out of Valley Christian High School. I believe is in Roseville. I think I went there once to watch a baseball game. A very good baseball school. Takes high and inside, 3-1. I do not know what their mascot is, though, Riley. I'm going to guess the Falcons. I think it just seems like 50% of the teams are the Falcons. I don't think that's true. 3-1 pitch is strike 2. Yes, the Eagles is very popular as well. Eagles are just Falcons in disguise, really. Full count. There is a Seagulls. I think Sonoma State used to be the Seagulls. I like the Seagulls. I think that's a good name. Hit to center field. Moving back on it is Rivera. Still moving back. Reaches up and makes a great running catch before crashing into the center field fence. Carmelo Rivera with the defensive play of the game. A huge catch to retire Nichols for the first out of the inning. That had trouble all over it. Solidly contacted at the plate by Jackson Nichols, but Rivera kind of had a beat on it all the way, although running full out right in front of the center field 390 sign out there. So here's Lance Sabatke, who was struck out and grounded out twice, as the buzz dies down a little bit from that hit and that catch for the first out here in the 8th. Throw back to second. He threw it into center field, and that one was always a disaster. Both runners are going to move up, and they are at second and third now. That is the third error of the game for the Vikings. And that one, he turned and threw it and just never had a chance of bringing that in. And it's second and third. And now here's Zabaki with a couple of runners in scoring position now. Takes the fastball, and it's on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. One out now in the 8th after the catch by Rivera. Nice breaking ball, but it missed. 1-1. Good movement on that one from Sage Romero, the third pitcher for the West Valley Vikings. Adrian Valdez started, then Jake Jones, and now Romero came on in the 7th. That's chopped down the right field line, out of play. Off the right side, so it's 1-2 now on Sabaki. He's followed by Jonas Dyer. Jonas Diaz, I should say, since that's his name. And he's been on the team for 2 years, so I should know that by now. Riley's mad at me. That's high for a ball. 2-2. Ground ball foul down the third base line. Stays at 2-2. Beavers scored all 4 of their runs back in the third inning. 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 6 in the 5th, and 1 in the 6th for the Vikings. Beavers threatening here to put a dent in that 6-run lead. 2-2 to Lance Sabaki. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Going to have to throw it to first to retire him, and they throw it away at first base. 1 run will score. Sabaki may end up at second, ending up at third is Dylan Westbrook. Reynolds scores. 4th error of the game for the Vikings. So pitcher gets a strikeout, but it's an error on the catcher. Zabaki ends up at second base. So second and third, 1 run in. Still not a hit in the inning. And here's Jonas Diaz, who has struck out, grounded out, and flied out. His ground out and his fly out were hit solidly to short and to center, respectively. And he's up here with a chance to bring the Beavers even closer here in the bottom of the 8th. That's lined out into right center field, giving chase as Altmark. He's not going to get there. It's over his head. He gets one. Here comes the second run. The throw goes to second base, and the runner falls down, rounding third. That is Zabaki. So we had Westbrook scored. Zabaki's at third. Jonas with a double and an RBI. Beavers played another run. It is now 10-6. That was a great try by Altmark out in right field. He almost made the play, and we're going to get it. Now we are going to get a pitching change, I'm pretty sure, since the coach pointed to the bullpen. So we'll take a break here. It's getting awful close out at the Beaver Stadium. Vikings lead at 10-6.
I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Telling. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the... We are back. A new pitcher is Antonio Nordman out of Berkeley, a freshman for the West Valley Vikings. A pinch hitter for the Beavers for Nick Golden. It's Rylan Pope, left-handed hitter. The freshman catcher is up here with the runners at second and third and one out. Takes the fastball, and it's in there for a strike. Golden was 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch while he was in there. Pope hitting for him here in the 8th inning. Fastball, and that misses inside, so it's 1-1. Grant Fletcher on deck. So Pope hitting for Golden here. Beavers with Zabaki at third and Diaz at second. Pope grounds it out towards second. That'll get a run in. Colston over to first to get him. So Zabaki scores the third run of the inning. Pope picks up an RBI on an infield ground out. 2 outs, and Grant Fletcher be the hitter. Moving it over to third was Jonas Diaz. Beavers have scored 3 times here in the 8th inning and made it very close at 10-7. And now Fletcher, who has a couple of singles and a fly ball to center field, so he's 2 for 3. He has scored a run in this one. The catcher from Yuba City against the new pitcher Nordman. Fastball, good-looking pitch, but inside for a ball, and they're going to ask the base umpire if the batter swung, and I could have told him he didn't. He could have just asked me. I hold no authority. I understand that. So 1 ball and no strikes on Grant. He fouls that one off on the fastball. Evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Vikings in the 9th inning will have Altmark, Jones, and Bonfigli 6, 7, and 8. Fastball moves him off the plate inside. 2-1 to Grant Fletcher. Two 1 pitch sails high outside and comes all right back off the backstop. Good job by Diaz down at third base not to just take off when you saw the ball go over the catcher's glove because it bounced right back to Bonfigli. And that moves the count to 3-1 on Grant Fletcher. Bryce Sapaki, the leadoff hitter, on deck. Vikings 10, Beavers 7, bottom of the 8th here from Beaver Field. Mark the Phantom low along with Riley the engineer. 3-1 pitch is a liner out towards second on a hop. Colson has it. Underhands to first for the out. Beavers score 3 times. And we move to the top of the 9th. It's the Vikings 10, the Beavers 7.
Oh, I love baking. I've been doing it my whole life. Grateful Bread was started because I needed the job. It always used to seem like bread was just an afterthought, and which was always kind of disappointing. But now, as not only people, foodies and people eating, they're expecting better quality, and people notice it, they can see it.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Top of the 9th inning from Beaver Field. Vikings 10, Beavers 7. Aiden Nielsen, the new pitcher, the right-hander, wearing number 55, coming out of the bullpen for Coach Jay. He will be facing Eric Altmark, Trayvon Jones, and Andrew Bonfigli. But before we do all that, we'll talk about the crab feed one more time. Coming up on Saturday, February the 8th, from 5 to 9, the ARC Student Center. Come out and enjoy great food, great drinks, a silent auction, because no one likes noisy auctions, and amazing music. All funds raised will go towards supporting our American River College student athletes. Get your tickets now. Either scan the QR code on your screen, go to arcbeavers.com, and get tickets and information. And we thank you in advance for your support on this very, very important event. Eric Altmart, who is 0 for 3 with an RBI and a run scored, is the first hitter against Nielsen, and the first pitch goes off the glove of Grant Fletcher. And it is ball 1. Trayvon Jones and Andrew Bonfigli, although we do have a pinch hitter on deck for West Valley. Swing and a miss right there, so it is 1-1. That is Jordan Montez, infielder out of Santa Clara, wearing number 48, so Montez will be coming up to bat for Jones. 1-1 pitch misses inside. Two and 1 now on Altmark. 1 for 1 yesterday. That is inside and hits him. So he will go down to first base, and here comes the pinch hitter, Jordan Montez. So Altmark's down at first base. Second time he's been hit by a pitch today, so he is down at first with nobody out in the top of the ninth inning. Montez settles in, right-handed hitter against Nielsen. Catcher Bonfigli is on deck. Swing and a miss on the fastball by Nielsen, 0-1. Montez came out swinging and didn't make connections with that one, so he is down in the count. 10-7 Vikings. We're in the ninth. Swing and a miss, soft speed pitch, 0-2. Short lead at first by Altmark. That one is high and outside. Throw down first base is not in time as Altmark gets back easily. So it sits at 1 ball and 2 strikes now on the pinch hitter Montez from Santa Clara, California. Breaking ball, misses inside. 2-2. Short lead at first by Altmark. Lance Sabaki holding him on over there for the 2-2 pitch. That is misses somewhere, 3-2. Slider looked like it might have caught some of the plate, did not, obviously, so it is a full count at 3-2. Swing and a miss, he got him. The throw down to second base is not in time, I don't think. And a stolen base for Altmark. No. Did he just make the out call? So he is out at second base, although I've never seen an umpire look around like that. So the strike him out, throw him out. 2 outs here. And Andrew Bonfigli will be the hitter. Looked like he called him safe, then he turned around and looked at home plate and just kind of like very tentatively said, I think he's out. Yeah, Riley wanted to see a little more assertiveness there. Bonfigli has got 3 hits in the game and has flied to right, a double, 2 singles, and a fly out to right field, so he is 3 for 4. He took that one for ball 1. That one is ball 2. Kenji Colston is next, the number 9 hitter, if Bonfigli should reach a base yet again. That one is just a little inside. And it's 3-0 to Bonfigli. Ball 4 is high. So Bonfigli is on for the 4th time today. He'll go down to first base, and Kenji Colston will come up to the plate. Couple of ground outs, couple of singles for Kenji Colston. He is 2 for 4 with a run scored. He's 2 for 4 with a run driven in. He almost scored a run. He was thrown out at home by Nick Golden back in the 7th inning. A chat with Nielsen out on the mound. All the Beavers getting involved here. Just a short one, just, kind of, touch base with everybody. You know how that goes. I think Jack Williamson has come on at third base for the Beavers, number 16. There's a chopper right back to Nielsen. He's going to almost trip and throw an underhand over to first for the out. So no runs and one left for the Vikings in the top of the ninth. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. Beavers down 10-7.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Placer County's best-kept secret is back for another exciting summer at historic McBean Stadiums. Loaded with fun for the whole family, local beer, wine, and eats. Fireworks, giveaways, theme nights, kids zone, and more. Come join in the fun and enjoy small-town baseball with Major League Entertainment. Tickets on sale now at LincolnPotters.com.
Lincoln Potters Baseball. Come on out and join in the fun.
Here at Super Taco, we specialize in authentic Mexican food. One of the reasons we are different from other places is that we make everything from scratch. You get a great value when you come here, large portions and quality food. Our most popular dishes are many different kind of tacos. We have giant burritos, different kinds of enchiladas, and the fajita. If you're ready for real Mexican food, stop in at a Super Taco. We love to see you.
Hi, I'm Monica from Ace Body Shop in Towne. We are a family-oriented business. We've been in business for over 30 years. We are located downtown Lincoln at 333 Lincoln Boulevard in Lincoln, California. We do automotive repair and 24-hour towing. Our phone number is 916-645-2859, or you can find us on the web.
Bottom of the ninth inning here. Beavers down 10-7. Antonio Nordman on the mound for his second inning of work. He'll face Bryce Zapatka, then Jack Williamson and Jaden Reynolds. So Zabaki one for three with a walk. He scored a run. He's driven one in. Grounds that one down the third baseline, but foul, and the coach makes it. Don't make a try at that one. That was a tough play over there, coach. Let that one go. Bryce had a hit yesterday, has a hit today, and has a run driven in and scored. 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a double. He's up here against the fourth pitcher, Nordman. It's inside for a ball. 1-1. One pitch coming up. Swing and a miss. Off speed, 1-2. Nordman out of Berkeley, California. Fourth pitcher for the Vikings. Valdez started, then Jones, Romero, and now Nordman. Antonio, 6'3". He is a freshman from Berkeley. Again, West Valley with a tremendously successful season last year, finishing third in the state. Retooling this year. Sabaki takes call, strike 3, and he knew it. One out here in the ninth, and Jack Williamson will be stepping up to the plate. He took over for Luke Haney down at third base. Luke was 0 for 3 with a walk while he was in there, and so Williamson will come up for his first appearance. Takes the fastball, takes a strike, 0-1. Jaden Reynolds to follow. Beavers trying to get something going. One out. Bottom of the ninth, they trail by 3. Fouled at the plate. 0-2. That might have got a piece of the umpire. I hope catcher goes out to talk to the pitcher, give him a second to walk it off. Let's hope everything is fine. 0-2 on Jack Williamson. Swing and a miss. Didn't realize they'd gotten away and throw down to first base, and Williamson is out on strikes. So 2 outs here in the ninth inning. Von Figley just got on that one immediately as it went off his glove all the way back to the screen. But Williamson didn't realize it. 2 outs, and here's Jaden Reynolds. Reynolds, strikeout, a fielder's choice, a ground out, and a walk. Up here with 2 outs in the 9th inning against Antonio Nordman. Fouls it off down the left field line and out of play. So a good crowd out here today, seeing the game going down to the wire. Vikings on top 10-7. Beavers at home on Thursday against Shasta College. On Tuesday, the Vikings will travel to Santa Rosa to take on the Bear Cubs. Beavers also home here on Friday against Feather River. Both games will start at 2 p.m. That pitch is high. Subscribe to American River College Athletics YouTube, Stones Broadcast Network's YouTube, and you'll never miss any of the games that we broadcast. Not sure which they'll be this week, but you'll never miss them if you subscribe. Breaking ball missed outside. Runs the count to 2-1 on Jaden Reynolds. And yes, Riley would probably be there if we did the game. He would probably be here. So in case you're wondering whether I was going to get him fired after today, I probably won't be able to. That's reached out and fouled out to the left side again. So Reynolds runs it down to 2-2. One last strike here for the Beavers in their home opener for the 2025 season. Reynolds takes high for a ball, 3-2. The dugout for the Vikings is getting a little crescendo of sound going over there, but the pitch missed the strike zone, so Reynolds will get one more try here with Dylan Westbrook on deck in case Jaden can reach. That's a chopper, going to be a tough play. The pitcher has it. He'll throw to first, but not in time, and Reynolds beats it out, an infield single to keep it going for the Beavers. Hit number 6 for the Beavers in this one. They had 10 in yesterday's game. But Reynolds keeps it alive. It's a tough play for Norman. It would have been a tough play for Silken coming in as well. So Reynolds just put it in the perfect spot, legs it out for the single, his 3rd hit of the season. And here's Dylan Westbrook. Been hit by a pitch, reached on an error, grounded out, and walked. He has scored twice for the Beavers here today. Slashes that one down the left field line, but that is well foul. Oh, 0-1 on Dylan Westbrook out of Oak Ridge High School, playing center field for the Beavers here today. A hit and 2 runs batted in yesterday. He slashes that one foul down the left field line. So again, the Beavers down to the last strike. 0-2 on Dylan Westbrook. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. Westbrook down on strikes. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody left in the 9th. Our final score, the Vikings 10 and the Beavers 7. Vikings standouts Jake Jones on the mound, 3 1/3 innings, just 1 hit. He struck out 3. He is your winning pitcher. And at the plate, Colin Spear was the hero. 2 home runs and 4 runs driven in. Beavers again return to action on Thursday at home against Shasta and then Friday at home against Feather River. We will be here if we can. Check it out, subscribe, and find out if we are broadcasting the game Tuesday or Thursday and Friday, and then Friday night we will be over at the gym for the Beavers taking on Sierra College. For Mark the Phantom Low, for Riley the Engineer, we say thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.